Hello there, world of tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video, I'll be playing in the Object 268 version 4. This is a tier 10 Russian collector tank destroyer, a vehicle I've talked about actually a fair amount of times in the past, and in today's video, I don't know, we're just gonna have a little bit of fun in it. This is what I like to call the Noob machine, down to the very simple fact that it is very popular with the lower skill base of players. If we go to tier 10 and we go to the best performing vehicles from 0 to 45% win rate, the Object 268 version 4 skyrockets in win rate. However, if we go to the highest win rate of 65% plus players, it's behind the IS4, Type 71, Badger, Concept, E3, and it's down here. It's still quite high, but it's not nearly as high as it is for the lower win rate players. And that's down to the very simple fact that you can get away with a lot using this tank. You can basically YOLO and get bounces where you might not get bounces if you YOLO'd in, I don't know, a YAG or an E100. I mean, I still feel like you'd probably get further with an E100 because obviously it's got more hit points, but that's the whole story about the V4. You don't get punished as much for poking. Now, do I believe this is an overpowered tank? No. I think that for a 40%er, it's technically overpowered because they're not dying as quickly. But I think for the average player, the Object 268 version 4 is a strong tank. It's nothing that's going to give you an increased win rate, because it's a tank destroyer. And as always, tank destroyers rely on teammates. For example, yesterday I played in the Badger and went just about 70% solo in it, which is good, but I mean, I can go like 80% solo in a light tank, because obviously lights have mobility, they have carrying potential at the end of the battle. You don't really have that when playing in a tank destroyer, and that is definitely something you have to keep in mind. Now there's a nice shot into the enemy 57, and we got HE'd by the E3. Pretty nasty HE as well. You know, I've definitely thought about this, and I honestly believe that Wargaming should put on the HE mechanics PC has. The mechanics that make it so that you can't just, you know, take 400 off of somebody because you said, gee, I can't pen them with standard. I don't like that ability in Blitz. I feel like that's definitely something Wargaming should think about removing. But that's obviously just one man's opinion. Right now, this K91 is, I don't really know what he's doing, if I'm going to be completely honest. He's not doing much. Skill. I don't know what else to say. I mean, there is not much else to say from watching that player perform there. The bad news is that on medium side, we're losing, like, big time. So I'm going to try and push over towards this 57 heavy, like, now, and get some damage into his vehicle. We do have the E3 off towards the side. Maybe I can get a shell into the side of this E3. Aiming, and fire. Boom! Nice 749 slap into his vehicle. That was actually important, if you ask me. I'm happy that we were able to connect that shell. Let's reload again. Looks like the E3 is going to die, so that's good news. I'm going to ignore the E3 and push on to this 57 heavy right here. Let's see. How you doing, good sir? There you go. Nice shot. Now we back up. And, well, I don't want to be penned by this guy. Unfortunately, we got hit once, and, okay, good. My VK did hit him. But we are already down to 700 health. This is where the HP on this vehicle does not last incredibly long, as once again it is a tank destroyer. So we're just kind of chilling here. We got the T-22 who did poke us, and he lost 600 health for that. We're doing pretty good. And obviously against mediums, this is where the V4 does a very solid job, because mediums have a very hard time penetrating the tank, which is honestly good for me. So let's see if this Leopard goes for it. Come on, bro. Go for it. Go for it. No. Oh, wait. I don't think we're going to be able to hit that. He's too far away. We also got, it appeared, the Type 71 off to the side. Huh. I mean, I'm just kind of chilling here because I'm holding a pretty big line. Now, we do have the Type 71 off to the side who we're going to aim in on, and boom! There you go. Nice slap. I don't know why that guy just sat still. I mean, he clearly knew I was aiming in on his weak spot, so if I have more alpha than you, and you have to load premium to pen me, why would you sit there and let me aim in on your weak spot, tapping 560 health off you? That doesn't make a lot of sense, does it now? We got the Object 84 right here, and boop, long live the Object 84, 586 damage slap into his vehicle. and the T-22 is not going to be able to pen me frontally because obviously I've got that really good frontal armor. So let's reload. TVP is going to... I was kind of hoping we could just finish him off, but it was either go for that snap or the TVP was going to kill him. In retrospect, I probably should have fired an HE, but... pretty good battle overall, if I'm going to be honest. I mean, how much damage were we able to do? Just shy of 5,000 or something like that? Yeah, 4,669 damage. We didn't really block too much, but we were able to slap a lot of hit points off the enemy. I would definitely say the nicest thing about the V4 is that alpha at 690. That's actually my favorite part about the tank. Like, the armor's nice, don't get me wrong, but it's the fact as a tank destroyer that I can outtrade a lot of opponents and people don't want to push it. That's the thing I really like about this vehicle. There's a lot of tier 10 tank destroyers that'll get the first shell out and then they'll kind of be YOLO'd, and this tank doesn't get that too much, which is why I really do sometimes enjoy playing it. And I also spent a lot of money on this tank, so I'm quite happy playing this vehicle. Enemy team has an IS-7, 57 Heavy, AMX 5120. They have an Object 84 and a T92E1, which means that our E50M should be able to do a pretty solid job on medium side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and help out on heavy side. I'm praying that my E50M does not give up medium side, because if he does, that would be a foolish mistake. Now, the V4 is not slow. It doesn't have a great power to weight, but as you can see, we're going upwards of 40 kilometers right now. I actually don't mind the mobility. And oh boy, there goes our E50M throwing. Oh boy. One, you're a tier 10 medium and you decide that you're scared of 2 tier 9 lights. That's a problem, because neither of those lights can pen your hull down E50M if you just stay passive, especially because that 183 appeared that he was going to overlook you, but nothing I can do about that, right? We got the 57 Heavy off to the side, and he is going to continue crossing, and oh boy, long live the T57 Heavy's hit point pool, and long live mine. Aren't 183 so fun? Gee, I really love fighting a tank that can shoot half my health off that I can't counter because I don't know where it is. Yay! Oh boy. Alright, well, there's nothing I can do about that. That's just called me getting badonkered for doing my job. Let's see. Oh, there he is. Hello, 183. Let's get a miss onto you because, honestly, I'm scared of him. I don't want to lose another 900 health because I sat in the open. But I'm glad I spotted him. Good job, 183. You basically got one shell off, and then you screwed the rest of your battle. That's honestly amazing. You got the AMX right over here, and I'm more looking, yes, at where that grill is in the back. I was kind of expecting that grill to poke. Looks like he just shot us in the mantlet, which is fine with me. I mean, that's a pretty nice slap we were able to get into his vehicle. And at this point, well, the enemy team is basically dead. That 60 TP is in a bit of a tricky situation for himself, but I'm going to try and help out with the 92E1 on the rear. So let's drive over here, and hello, 92. Boom, that was such a lucky shell. That was probably the luckiest shot I've ever fired from this tank. Wow. Oh my. I just want to point out that shells like that do not happen with this vehicle ever. So don't think they do. That was pure luck on every aspect of luck. All right, let's back up this hill. Obviously, because I don't have a turret, I have to play this cautiously, but you can see the way I backed up the hill is in a way that I should be fine trying to get shells into the enemy. So we're going to drive over here. We do have the Object 84 off to the side, aiming, and boom! There you go. Nice 660 damage tap into his vehicle. You can see we got slapped right in the hatch, which honestly, that doesn't normally happen. Now we do have the 183 off to our side, and I mean, the 183 is annoying. And again, nothing I can do about that. Look at that. Overmatches the corner of my tank there. Isn't that fun and engaging? Wow, very fun gameplay. The 183 was really the only tank that damaged just the entire battle, apart from that Object 84 for about 300 hit points. But this is why, as I've talked about in the past, the 183 is the ultimate destroyer of fun. It's a tank that feeds off of you trying to do your job. Oh look, Droodles is pushing his tank into the front line and doesn't know where the 183 is because he hasn't been spotted in a minute. Guess I will kill him. That's kind of how I find the 183. It's just the destroyer of fun, because that dude's not really doing anything. He's going to die. Obviously, he hasn't made much of an impact for his team because I was still able to push him to the front line, get some beefy shells out into the opponents. It's not going to matter. It's just an annoying tank to fight because all it does is ruin your game in the process while ruining its own game. So, I I personally don't agree with the 183 being in Blitz, but we're not going to talk about that. That's just something that I thought I'd bring up a little bit because, once again, the 183, like, the third video this week has managed to badonker me. So, this is a pretty fun vehicle and a pretty fun battle we played. I think we still did a very solid amount of damage for everything considered. Let's see how much we did. Yeah, 2781. I mean, we definitely could have done 3,000 if we hadn't have lost, what, maybe 1,600 of our HP to one vehicle. So, yeah, not a bad battle at all, but that's life, right? Hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and if you'd like to see more like it, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below. But other than that, I will be seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye.